Good morning, everyone. Jai Hind.
Good morning, sir.
Am I
Good
audible?
morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir. Jai Hind, sir.
Okay. Today we will be having a session specially for psychological test. In that we will be covering WAT, SRT, and TAT practice. We will have little bit discussion on it. In the WAT and SRT, we will have basic concepts and practice. 5 WAT, 5 SRT. And for TAT, we will just take on board those who have practiced time bound 12. So out of that, only 2 I was thinking of 7 and 9. So that will be the task today. And just listen carefully. Some of the things will be repetition, but doesn't matter. You all must understand that these SSB tests are your presence of mind, your practical application, your personality, nothing beyond that. Problem starts when you start treating it as an exam and theoretically you focus more rather than practically. You need not take this exam as something which is out of your uh, life. It is very much part of your life. Some of the examples you can quote from your routine experiences, not away from your life. When I say it is very much part of your life, that means you can really quote your routine things. And that will be more practicable and realistic. And that is what is people say. You should be positive or you should be very hopeful in your approach. What is that? It is a human being's requirement that we need to be optimistic, we need to be practical, and that personality should be visible there. Some of the tips in the course of today's session we will understand in much deeper sense. Shall we start? I will present a screen to you. You will be able to see some slides. Before we start, any doubt? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. At any moment you feel any problem, network issue, one of you can just give me a ring. Okay, some of the things will be repetition, obviously, but every time you listen, you may pick up something new. Just have that kind of approach in your life. Even if it is repetition, you have to pick up something new every time. And this is a correct approach in life. So, when we say services selection board, there is a test, and in that test, you are being filtered or you are being judged based on some of the qualities. And those officer like qualities you must be knowing by now. When you think of appearing for SSB, you need to understand their meaning and correlate with your own personality. How do you stand on those qualities? And when you go to SSB, when we just filter out first day, that is screening, which has got different purpose to reduce the strength, to pick up best of the best, and those who are coming prepared. Because still in India, there is a bid concept. Suppose lakhs of people apply for any exam, but sad to note, very few are serious, very few are really prepared. That is a fact. So on first day, they are filtered. They are seen from that angle. Okay, how many of them are really serious, because they should not be wasting time. And that is how roughly 30% or so get recommended on first day. And balance 4 days, this batch remains with them. So we will talk about the next stage after you get recommended in the screening. We have been speaking about PPDT or first day. Now today we'll speak on the next aspect and particularly about psychological test. We'll practice for that. So when in SSB from three angles you are being judged. So these three people are actually observing your similar qualities in different environment. One is psychologist. What he is doing? He is making you to write some of the answers. He is making you to write answer sheets. There are some word association related test, situation reaction test where booklet is given. 60 situations are there. Then 12 stories you will be writing and one SDT, self description test, roughly 5 paragraph you will be writing. So from these four written parts, the psychologist is going to judge you. But what are the reference parameters? Same 15 officer like qualities. GTO, GTO is doing same thing when he is making you to be a part of group. Around roughly you can say 10 odd members are there in a group. And when you behave and operate in that group, same 15 qualities in 9 tests GTO is checking. Interviewing officer, what he is doing? Interviewing officer is also doing the same thing. He is interacting one on one with you. We can call it interaction actually. When he is posing some questions, you already given him PIQ, personal information questionnaire, and he is now through your interaction, whatever interaction, roughly 45 minutes to 1 hour, you will be interacting with him. And yes, okay. So for audio is good.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
You are able to see the screen.
Yes, sir.
I know some of the students must be having their own work. They must be having some other classes. But if some students are not having anything and still joining late, that is a serious issue. When we say practical aspects, this is one of the area you can check. If there was a time 10 o'clock, people should be there at 10 o'clock. These are small areas from where you can judge yourself. Okay. What happens when we present screen, thereafter it is not visible who wants to join. And that is how it becomes little disturbance. So far so good. In army we generally don't accept sorry. Okay. And there is no space for sorry. Because
Yes, sir.
mistake is done, it should not be repeated. If I am particular about 10 o'clock, why can't you? Okay. If someone is again waiting to join, You can just remind me. So we were speaking that there are three angles: interviewing officer, psychologist, and group testing officer. All these three people are judging you in three environments. But the common parameters are your 15 officer like qualities. These qualities are the only benchmark based on which the entire SSB is getting conducted. So when we say in a routine term, your mancha, your vacha, and your karma, these are the three areas actually. What you think and write, what you speak, and how do you behave. These are the three areas. Okay. And what are these parameters? If you are able to see screen, these are the 15 officer like qualities. You will not be giving them directly that by saying, sir, I am very intelligent, I am very socially adaptable, or I am very confident, sir. They will find out. Leave this task to them. When you write your psychological test, when you behave in GTO test, when you interact with interviewing officer, these people will find out these qualities in you. But you must be understanding, okay, these tests are designed in such a manner, I am divulging, I am reflecting these qualities in some or other manner. This is how one has to just look at this test. What are the qualities you must start looking at and try to understand before you go for SSB? There are trainability areas and which depends upon your age. If you are an NDA entry or a CDS entry, technical entry, NCC entry, depending upon that, you must see corresponding to your age, your maturity should be visible. If your parents or if your teachers or friends are objecting that you are not showing corresponding behavior to your age, so improve. You yourself also can relate when you operate in social groups, whether you are really showing that much maturity. This is one aspect one should be keeping in mind. Another is intelligence. If you have cleared NDA, CDS return, that is a proof that you are reasonably intelligent. Apart from that, whatever percentage you get in your routine academics, that is also a proof area that you are reasonably intelligent. But in practical sense, application of this intelligence, that is what is more important. When we say effective intelligence, this is the area you need to understand. You have to feel in daily life. Your motivation level, very important factor. When someone guides you before going to SSB, you should be positive, you should think positive. What is that? Motivation. You should be charged, you should be energetic, you should be looking forward in life, you should not be depressed. These are the things you need to understand. Motivation will be visible through your actions and words and behavior. You should feel that energy, that I am not a depressed one, I am a very much positive one. Okay. You should be reflecting these qualities corresponding to your age, intelligence level, motivation, which I just explained. You must reflect your motivation, and on daily basis you should feel about it. Your background is key, but in no means it is any reflection on your passing. It will have no bearing on it. Only thing, if you are from suppose urban area, some of the practical aspects will be visible. Suppose you are from rural area, suppose you are from sports background, suppose you are from a military background, you are from civil background, or your parents are scientists or doctors, some glimpses will be visible. To that extent is the only bearing. Don't carry any wrong impression that your military background will have advantage or something like that. No. You are from rich background, poor background, medium background, doesn't matter. But your behavior will be visible from that angle. That is the only relevance. And you should also be able to feel that my background is visible in my thinking, is visible in my behavior. That much you must understand. Suppose your parents are scholars or some kind of intellectuals, you should be reflecting that kind of maturity, intellectual maturity. You should be showing that maturity, whichever background you are having. So that is the only relevance. Okay. One of the another aspect when you write in your SDT about strengths and whatever future you are planning, or your understanding what your parents think, teachers think, or friends think about you. What is this area? This area is how much you know about yourself and your surrounding. Insight. Whether the candidate know his positive or negative assets and liabilities. See, if you want to become a leader, unless and until you don't understand yourself, how you will be leading others. For leadership, it is very important. First, you must know your strengths and weaknesses and your own standing as far as the character goes, or your plus and minuses goes. Very, very important. If you are getting confused in that, ask your friends which point you feel I'm good at, which point I'm not good at. Discuss about it. It's a very good habit, and in fact, it will improve your personality. Okay, you're able to see slide.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
some of the deep rooted qualities. It takes a lot of time, efforts to improve, and one should be reasonably good. It should be visible actually. At least you are trying for it. When I mention intelligence in the initial part, it is actually the effective intelligence. Practical aspects. You may be knowing a lot of things, but what is the use if you are not able to apply in your life? There are many things you are using, doing, but if you are not able to reflect in your SSB, what is the use? You are doing, suppose you are doing blood donation, you are organizing some camp, but you are not understanding what is the exact thing I am doing. Then it is a problem. Okay, you must understand this. You have to showcase, okay, this is my strength. I am a very, very outgoing person. I am helping society. I am helpful, cooperative. These are the things. Social adaptability. Do you easily adjust with new surroundings? Especially someone from hostel background can really analyze this. How easily you adjusted with different kinds of people, new environment. This is very important because when you go for central services, not only defense, any service, you have to really adapt easily. Otherwise, you will not be able to deliver. You will not be able to do justice to your role and work. Your adaptability, because after all, we are humans. We don't adjust in family, then your effectiveness will go very, very wrong way. In your family, also, you see, suppose there is one new member starts living with you, whether it can be your uncle's son or something, and not able to adjust, that person cannot behave perfectly or give justice to his talent or her talent. Suppose after marriage, a girl comes to a family. If social adaptability missing on both parts, suppose there are two ends. One is that person and another is the receiving family. If the adaptability is not there, then there will not be a correct output, a very happy scenario. Same thing, suppose you want to be a part of organization, your adaptability is checked, whether you easily adjust with new surrounding or not. So through your all the behaviors in SSB, your social adaptability is at test. Your reasoning ability, leaderships really revolve around reasoning ability. Do you really understand the situations? Do you really figure it out, reason it out? Very important. You cannot be theoretical in your approach. ऐसा कर देंगे वैसा कर देंगे. No. You have to have logics, you have to have reasons. Somewhere cooperation and social adaptability is relatable. Unless and until you are not cooperative, you cannot be socially adaptable. Sense of responsibility. A leader has to have, otherwise, that leader will not produce results. Sense of responsibility at your home. As an individual, if you are not behaving correctly in your family, you will not develop this quality. Suppose you are earning, some of you are earning, but do you really share your money with your family? If not, you are not responsible actually. Even if they don't want, at least you should feel that I've started earning. Why I can't share something? And through these small things, a lot of characteristics develop in your personality. Initiative is part of it. Till late, people are joining. Okay. So, if you are not cooperative, if you are not understanding your social responsibility, sense of responsibility is a very, very deep rooted quality. It will come with age, it will come with maturity. But when you are aspiring to become leader, like today, sense of responsibility is applicable in every step of your life, every walk of your life. Suppose 10 o'clock class is there, one has to finish before 10 o'clock. Or if there are some hindrances, if another class is getting overlapped with this class, then you are late. Acceptable. But if you are unnecessarily late, which is your habit now, the other day I explained how your habit becomes. Your habit is part of your thought process. And sense of responsibility, joining timely, is also a very, very important aspect. It becomes your habit then. ये चलता है और ये चलता है तो एसएसबी में फिल्टर हो जाओगे. What will happen? You will not get through because आपके अंदर घुस चुकी है ये चीजें. You are irresponsible. You are never serious. और हमें पता भी नहीं चलता क्योंकि हमारे पेरेंट्स तो बहुत प्यार करते हैं हमसे. पेरेंट्स तो कोई चीज बोलने लग जाते हैं जब आप बड़े होते तो उनका तो बुरा लगता है हमें. Whereas if you really want to walk long, if you really want to rise in life, कभी भी क्रिटिक्स को बहुत वेलकम करिए, तभी आप में इंप्रूवमेंट होगी, नहीं तो कभी नहीं होगी. जो लोग क्रिटिक्स को इंप्रूवमेंट नहीं दिखाते या वेलकम नहीं करते हैं, दे आर द पीपल हु विल लिव ऑर्डिनरी लाइफ. कीड़े मकोड़ों की तरह जियोगे फिर. और अ डे विल कम सून दैट आपके अंदर कोई कमियां रहेगी नहीं. यू विल बी अ परफेक्ट पर्सन. लेकिन राइट इन द अर्ली एज, इफ यू कैन स्टार्ट welcoming critics, okay, that is the only way you will improve. Just a moment. So sense of responsibility is a very, very deep rooted quality. Mental stamina, a leader, military leader especially, has to have a very, very strong mental area, mental stamina. Suppose you fail in your exam. Suppose you will get less marks in your exam. Suppose there is some challenging situation. These are the scenario where you test your mental stamina. Are you really facing it boldly or not? These are the areas. Okay. Suppose there is a test tomorrow and you are not able to make up your mind. You are fearful. Many times you don't come to know what are the hindrances in your approach. You are afraid, you are timid, you are not bold enough to face underperformance. So what? You are not prepared? Face it. How does it matter? Next time फिर this embarrassing situation will be overcome. लेकिन हर बार टालते रहोगे तो जिंदगी में कभी वो मौका नहीं आएगा जब आप अच्छा परफॉर्म करोगे. This is as simple as that. Delay tactics is a horrible and very, very nonsense tactic. Never delay good things in your life. Your mental stamina. A leader has to have a very good mental stamina because adverse situations will come and the leader has to solve it. Leader has to take decisions because people below you will look up to you to take decisions. And if you are not decisive, start working on it. These are deep rooted qualities. Forget about defense in your personal life. Very important. Like 3 days back, when I read a news, MTech students in IIT Mumbai committed suicide, which is the most highlighted area in this slide. Mental stamina. Why you are giving up? Why you are surrendering in life after achieving so much? How can you forget that the day you cleared your IIT and your parents' happiness, your own happiness, pride, honor? How can you forget these moments? It comes to everybody's life. It happens with everyone. Ups and downs will be there. सबके जीवन में होते हैं. Whether a person is sitting at high position, low position, life is, after all, we are humans. Nobody is there who is having a very, very rosy life. Life will have ups and downs. And that quality, mental stamina, which I am highlighting now, has to be a very, very important area. You must think over it. You are never a loser actually when you really understand these things. Always see positive side. Mental stamina, if you want to become a leader, good leader, you have to work upon it. And it is workable area. It doesn't mean कि कोई naturally बहुत ही strong है mentally and that person will have upper edge. No. I feel myself that I have really improved on this. I was also as afraid as any normal student can be. Fear of exams, fear of some uncertain situations, fear of setbacks. It is always there. But a day should come that you are taking it head on. You are not afraid. And that is how you become more decisive, you become more confident. Very important. So far, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Audio and slide is visible. You can see all points.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming to the summary basic principles, what my suggestions are. Suppose you don't understand what I spoke so far, but before going for SSB or exams like this, some of the principles you must understand and work upon it. You need to be assertive, positive, optimistic, natural. Original in thoughts, something natural. Your actions, behavior should be original. Now, what does it mean actually? Whatever schedule you have, just feel about it. How you speak when you have a group discussion or you participate in some kind of sessions, lecturate, or you write something. You must feel what is the confidence level you have. At times, now we have a good opportunity to see your own performances. You can just review it. When I say positive, positive means nothing like it is artificial. Positive and optimistic is something like very, very similar, but a positive behavior is because of optimistic nature. A person who always see possibility, try and understand now in detail. Possibility. Suppose you are four friends and one of the friend suggests, okay, can we have a group discussion practice? We will pick up topics and we will practice. It will have English and our knowledge. Everything will be addressed. And out of those four, one has come up with this point. So what qualities is showing? A person who is progressive, a person who is looking forward, a person who is reflecting a lot of qualities actually: initiative, sense of responsibility, judging the requirements of the preparation. Now, one of them out of those four straightway comes with few points. No, no, yaar, we don't have time. As such, we are overburdened. We don't have time, and why it is required? बाद में करेंगे. This person is lacking on all those qualities which a student should have who wants to progress. A negative fellow actually. who is not realizing sense of responsibility as a student. He is not realizing that this is proactive steps. And these people will be reactive actually. They will never be consistent. There is another student in that four who says, who is a person who now understands, okay, a very good point, which he feels कि genuine point है, we should welcome it. These people are also successful people. They may not be having their own ideas, but they are welcoming ideas and they are following, and they may become better than the person who gave that idea. Getting my point? Even if you don't get ideas, but the ideas around you are welcomed by you, is also a sign of good leader. So it is not necessary that you only will create everything. You can be equally good leader, even if some of the people are putting forward some points, and you also get on board and understand the positives and advantages of such proposals. I just gave you a very raw example. This can be applicable anywhere. Okay. When you go to SSB, you should be original in your thoughts and actions and behaviors. This is a key. Don't copy stories, don't copy reactions, don't copy word association. Just be original. And that is why I keep saying practice. You practice on your own and try and judge. ज़्यादा बहुत प्रैक्टिस करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट यू मस्ट फील कि मेरी ओरिजिनलिटी क्या है, मेरे दिमाग में क्या आता है. यू हैव टू रियली सी. क्लास 1 बनना है, कोई मजाक थोड़ी है. आपको जिंदगी में सेटल होना है. इफ समवन इज ज्वाइनिंग एनडीए दिस मंथ, a batch is starting, they are settled in life. Just imagine the importance of such things. They are settled. Their half the job is done in this life. Now they will explore. Similar is the thing. If someone is joining any Air Force or Naval or Army batch after clearing exam, see the importance of these preparations. You cannot be lackadaisical. You cannot be lethargic. You cannot be just chalta hai type. If you are serious, you will get through. You may not get through in first attempt. You will get through in third, fourth, fifth attempt. You will improve with every passing attempt. But again, you should be progressive. You should be energetic. You should be motivating yourself. Okay. Second key principle is you should be good promoter. You should at least give point, or you should support the points. This is exactly in group discussion and everywhere it is visible. Take lead. If someone has given a lead, follow him. Be with him. Come forward. You should be in every test trying to jump in the first 2, 3. Try it. Come forward means if you are standing at progressive group task, try and be participative in first 3. In a group discussion, try to be in first 3, 4. Everywhere I'm saying. And develop it as a habit actually. It should become your habit. Okay, if there is a proposal, I will be the first one to join. This habit can be developed. Be a good citizen in your routine life. Be well-wisher of nation, well-wisher of society, well-wisher of your family. You should be well-behaved. These are theoretical point, but how it is practicable? आप ट्रैफिक रूल फॉलो कर रहे हो, आप बिजली बचा रहे हो, आप पानी बचा रहे हो, आप रोड सेंस फॉलो कर रहे हो, आप रास्ते पे थूक रहे हो. These are all good citizens, well-behaved citizens. Those who are following what is supposed to be correct and what is not correct, they know it. You are well cultured. How is your language? Do you really respect elders? Once you come out in society, are you a responsible person at a higher level and basic level too? You may be very good member in your family. The problem in today's society is everybody is very good to their family. But the problem is when they come out, they are totally opposite. They are least bothered about society. They are least bothered about cooperation, open society because they are selfish when they come out. Such people cannot be a leader. They can be leader for themselves. They are idiotic. They are selfish. And they are, what can I say, good for nothing. Okay? So try and feel, are you a good citizen? Are you participating in good things? Are you really getting good vibes? Do you feel motivated when you step out? Are you really a part of good group? Or everybody around is a problematic person? Change the group then. If everybody around is negative, change the group. Find good people. If you are good, probably your surrounding will change. Don't worry. Any doubts so far?
No, sir, but I have a specific doubt regarding that.
Yes.
Shall I ask now or later?
Okay, you can ask.
So there are a series of doubts. First one is difference between PPDT and TAT. So second, sir, how to uh, keep a balance between our psychology, what we practically write, and what we practically do in a deeper sense, sir. For example, sir, if we are writing, if we are thinking that there is some beggar and we are trying to help them, but in general we see we can't help n number of beggars. So, how to keep balance between that thought process? The third is how to relate to social cause. And the fourth is, sir, how to think as per different age groups. As you have told us earlier also, but if you could give more examples, that's also.
Okay, it can be doubts with many. First, we'll get to PPDT and TAT. You might have heard from me that I always keep saying on a screening day, it is actually trailer for SSB. So when they ask you to participate in PPDT, it is actually a trailer of TAT. It is also a trailer of group discussion. It is also a trailer of many things. Now coming to story writing, when you write in PPDT, it is exactly what? It is they want to see whether this person is prepared or not. If you remove this screening part, then SSB will be straight. But screening is to filter those who are coming prepared and those who are not reasonably prepared. That is the only difference. So, how to see? Like you go and buy something. Suppose you want to buy 1 quintal of rice, but you will at least take in your hand little bit of it. You will feel what is exactly the quality of that rice or something like that. You will discuss keeping those things in hand. Okay, you will even smell it. What kind of smell comes? So another example is you go to movie, but before going to movie, if possible, you want to see a trailer to judge whether this movie is giving some kind of good feeling, curiosity, and generating interest. Same thing here. The SSB board wants to filter some of you because it is a truth that not everyone is coming prepared. They are wastage. I'm not saying that on a screening day, those who are filtered, all of them were not prepared. Some of them are really prepared, but unfortunately, on that particular moment in narration or group discussion, they made some mistake or they were absent minded. They did not apply it well. Or to some extent, you can even feel okay, bad luck, even error of judgment, whatever it is, you name it, whatever way. But this is a filtration. So theoretically, there is no difference between PPDT and TAT. That TAT का एक मॉडल यहाँ यूज करके आपका नरेशन विच इज एज गुड एज लेक्चरेट कॉन्फिडेंस, और फिर एक जब पीपीटीटी का ग्रुप डिस्कशन, इट इज एज गुड एज जीटीओ का ग्रुप डिस्कशन. तो दिस इज जस्ट ट्रेलर मॉडल. Getting my point? Then, okay. Second, you said you want to be a very good human being and you want to relate with practical aspects. Suppose you want to help others, beggars, and all. In this regard, see, we cannot change the world. First is changing ourselves. That is the first step. If you are getting at least those thoughts that there are poor people, I am reasonably good compared to them, I can help at least one, two. See, your level of helping will go up. But the basic requirement is the thought process. At least that thought should be there that I need to help those who are underprivileged, those who are not well off. If I can eat and throw some food, instead of throwing, I need to give it to someone. And I can little bit buy more, even that can be given. So you need not to get nervous that I am not able to help my surrounding and there is so much of needy people, and how to then justify my helping attitude. Be patient, be just contribute you corresponding to your capability. Today your capability is not there. You may raise your capability. Today you are not earning, or whatever student life is there, you have got your own restrictions. But preserve these thoughts, preserve this approach. Tomorrow, once you get suppose 1 lakh rupee salary, and if this approach is not there, people will not be happy with their money. Mark my words. A person with 10,000 rupees salary can be more happy than a person who is having 50,000 rupees salary. It is all this approach. Money is never enough. So if someone is having a helping attitude, can really always contribute. ऐसे बहुत लोग हैं दुनिया में जो अपनी सैलरी से कम 1%, 2% कहीं अच्छी जगह लगाते हैं. सो लीव इट टू योर फ्यूचर कि आज मैं ओके 10 रुपए किसी को मदद करता हूं. बी हैप्पी विथ दैट. एटलीस्ट यू आर डूइंग समथिंग. बी कंटेंटेड. एंड टुडे इट इज 10 rupees. You never know, in this very life it can be 10 lakh one day. Okay, Jan, satisfy your second question? Okay. Yes.
Partially, sir. Can I
Okay.
can I ask one more doubt
Yes.
regarding this only, sir? If you are talking about, yes, you have to keep that approach also. It's good, and if we won't have that approach, it is not good. So, in how do we think that we have to do it smart in a smarter way, sir? Like you told that yes, you are doing it, then it's good, but how can we do it smartly?
Smartly. See,
Yes.
smartly is coming together, unity. Alone you will not be able to do justice for any purpose. What is this platform? Am I alone? No, you all are there. I am not alone. This is a smart way of dealing it. In fact, you want to become a smart leader, you have to delegate, you have to decentralize, you have to distribute, you have to take a lot of people on board. Then it will be smart work. Secondly, now I don't want to touch upon, but let's touch upon. Are there all the beggars deserving one? No. Let's not make society so passive, so dull, so dependent. There are many able people who are unnecessarily getting drifted towards begging. Filter them out. Don't offer anything to a person who is totally fit. You are actually giving disservice to the society then. I am of the opinion, I may be wrong, I don't want to offer a begging or satisfy a beggar who is completely fit, can work and earn at least 100 rupees a day. Go to a hotel, wash utensils. Yes, there are divyang, there are aged people who cannot work. And smart work can be taken to a bigger level of making some institutes, making some NGO, making some forums where it can be organized, and there are organized forums. One can join. You need not be alone actually. You can join. And there are people who indirectly associate with problem comes with people who are doing job. They cannot do this thing while doing job. So they join organizations like there is a old age home near to us. Just a moment. Old age home near to us, full time a couple is doing, and there is a team looking after. But what they have filtered, they are accepting only those old age people who are not able to do anything on their own. They are somewhere paralyzed, or they are not able to remember anything, mentally retarded, or somewhere memory loss, handicapped. All those category people are there. So it is something of extreme form actually. So all the people around this particular setup, they go there on birthdays, marriage anniversary, or on some special occasions, offer ration or give some cash, whatever way. And he is now with that money running that show. These are the smart.
Yes, sir.
Is now with that money running that show. These are the smart
Yes, sir.
areas or smart things you can think of. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, I have two questions which were I already gave to you.
Yes, related to social cause or social thinking.
Yes, yes, sir. So I would stress more on that, sir. Like we say, those who are in smarter. So you already told us how to be smarter and how to practically do that. So if we are thinking that yes, we are doing it. So what is the difference between those who are doing and we are not able to do?
Okay, this is something on a signal you are standing. One person is braking and you are standing there. What can you do? Okay, this is something on a signal you are standing. One person is braking and you are standing there. What can you do? You need not to get irritated. Let that person behave the way he feels right. You can report. A time will come in India that report will be taken seriously. So something similar can be thought here. You are not behaving correctly or becoming a good human for the sake of others. Not because people are watching you. If you want to become a good person, you are not bothered how people are watching you or how people are thinking about you. These are the correct ideology actually. And other people are not behaving and you are getting very sad on it. Okay, if I am doing this much, why these surrounding people are not understanding, they are not behaving well, then probably you will not be able to survive in this world. This world is very, very open. There are n number of personalities. Let us understand to focus on our own behavior. That is only thing we can control. Once you grow up, even you will feel bad. Your own brother is not behaving the way you want. I'm just giving hypothetical thing. So you need not to get perturbed. You need not to get disturbed. It is a perception. Okay, it is a perception that you may be thinking I am correct, but after some time you may think okay, he was also correct. Leave it open ended. Always have this habit. I give it in a form of example: black diary and white diary. In mental arena, you just keep noting down something which you feel is incorrect, but at the age passes, as the maturity comes, you feel कि नहीं नहीं, I think सब ठीक है अपनी अपनी जगह. Okay, keep it open ended. Don't be judgmental. Do whatever feels correct. Your last thing was about different age group. Age group. This is also open ended thing. When you are suppose 22-year-old, 21-year-old, 18-year-old, 17-year-old, 25-year-old, you must understand. I gave a very rude example to many of you. Some of you might have heard. Just always place yourself in some other shoes. You must discuss with your parents at what age they got married. You'll be surprised some of the parents. In your case, your mother might have got married at the age of 22, maybe 20, if it is a very orthodox society, maybe 18 in some cases. And if there is a girl who is now 21, must understand how much I am matured. Had I been in my mother's place, I would have got married long back. So, am I shouldering that kind of responsibility, or am I showing that kind of maturity? Can I run a family? Same thing goes with boys. A boy should look around. I'm just giving father or mother. Apply to any good person around you. Okay, that person at this age is behaving like this. Am I comparable? And especially leader like, huh? Always relate to a leader. You feel okay, this person is a good leader. Always relate to that. So it is always a evolution. It cannot be overnight. And don't assume that you are a good leader or bad leader. It is always a leader in making. As long as you are participative in it, you will be a very good leader one day. Okay, Jayant, Kumar. And these are very vast topic. Whatever little bit I could explain, and in detail we will have one-on-one. Okay. Word association test. You are ready with your pen and paper? I need not
Yes,
to
sir.
explain much. 15 seconds, a word is there. You are writing an idea which comes to your mind, a thought comes to your mind. You are not merely explaining it, you are not merely telling the meaning of it. You are just giving a thought. And that thought, now, whatever we spoke in the initial part, are you really giving originality? Are you really showing that maturity? Are you showing real leadership aspect? We will discuss 5 words and 5 SRTs. Okay, we will discuss that. Read these sentences which are there. I hope it is visible. WAT slide.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Read it. I need not to explain. It is self-explanatory. Practice and practice time bound. Okay, at least have in your notebook 300 words practice and keep reading it again and again. Keep correlating with your thoughts. Analyze it. What kind of thoughts are coming? So if you are ready with pen and paper, so practice 5 will be flashed one by one. I will read out for your ease. One by one, words will be flashed. Be ready. Problem. Deceive. Suffer. Faith. Protect. Okay, done.
Yes, sir.
Was it visible? Okay, good. Uh, should we cover now discussion on this WAT or should we cover SRT first? 5 SRTs. We'll
सर
cover.
SRT मध्ये काय करायचं?
Pardon?
SRT मध्ये काय करायचं असतं?
Yes, five will be there. I'll explain again. SRT भी explain कर देता हूँ and practice and then we'll club both. We will discuss. Many times we have explained there are 30 situation reactions. These are routine situations actually. Very, very routine situations. You just focus, okay, this is a situation related to very, very own life. It happens around us. You have to just feel, think, and act. Get into the situation. If you get into the situation, things will be easy. Unless and until you get into the situation, you will not be able to solve it correctly or react it correctly. Give actionable things, okay? Don't be only suggestive. You be in actions. That is more appropriate way of dealing it. ये करना चाहिए वो करना चाहिए नहीं क्या कर रहे हो बोलो because everywhere it is asked what you will do there it is he or she or you the word means you तो always think कि मैं क्या करूंगा क्या करूंगी इस situation में you have to show that leadership aspect I can solve a situation a specific situation here it is a specific situation and in that situation you get into it whether it is money related problem an accident or a stress exam some kind of confusion misunderstanding whatever situation is there in your routine life how you deal with it think over it okay as a matured person as a leader how I will solve it be bold be very very strong in your decision read this someone to read last but one point
Sir, I will read it.
okay loudly
Candidates who have positive approach, cooperation, friendly, quick in uptake, helping, courageous, bold and firm to his decision can do well in the test.
you can see this is summary when we saw we should be positive what is that positiveness what actions you will do you will not run away from that situation you will get into the situation and you will solve it whatever be the situation feel that you are standing there you are very much at the center of the situation and then react okay so far so good
Yes, sir.
ready with your pen and paper
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
okay 5 situations if it is running well though should I read out
We will read it, sir.
I will
Sir,
read
we
out
will read it. No issue.
okay read on your own if someone is not able to see can ask We will discuss 5 words and 5 SRTs. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The first word, problem. Which sequence we should have? Let me see. We can go alphabetically. Those who are participating, some can just observe. Those who are not confident. Okay. Abhilasha, want to participate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ajit? Ajit, are you there? Okay. Amruta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Dubey sir?
Um,
Don't worry.
yes, sir.
Mistakes will happen. Don't worry about what kind of responses.
Sir, after listening that word problem, I had two words in my mind: that concentration and habits, like bad habits. So I written those two words under the problem
Okay.
section.
Okay. Okay. You just listen how reactions to be done. Okay. Dubey sir, understood. Jaswant? Okay. First, we will just Abhilasha. We'll start with
Yes, sir.
Abhilasha. Okay.
So means for particular words, I have to explain my word, the line.
Yes.
Okay. For a problem, there has their own solution, but we have to find the correct answer, particular answer for every problem.
You will not have that much time. I will find out solution for problems. That can be answer.
Okay, so I have not written for the line for the deceive. Third is a
Yeah,
suffering.
it's okay. One by one. One by one. Let's
Okay,
hear
sir.
about problem. Okay. Yes.
Okay, for a problem, there has their own solution, but we have to find the correct answer, particular answer for every problem.
You will not have that much time. I will find out solution for problems. That can be answer.
Okay, so I have not written for the line for the deceive. Third is a
Yeah, it's
suffering.
okay. One by one. One by one. Let's hear
Okay,
about problem. Okay. Amruta, I think just listen to others first. You will get the hang of it.
Yes, sir.
Kumar, Kumar, are you there? Okay. Nikita.
Sir, I joined late. So I'll just this SRT session I'll just listen.
Okay.
After that, for that I'll participate.
वैट का ही मैं पूछ रहा हूँ प्रॉब्लम फर्स्ट वर्ड.
Achha, problem. Every problem has a solution.
Okay. Om.
Where there is a problem, there is a cause.
Okay. And that cause is to be found out. Cause of the problem to be found out.
Yes, sir. Actually, I didn't got enough time to complete.
Okay. Pratik.
So I have written every problem has a solution.
Okay. Renuka.
Yes, sir. Every problem comes with a solution. We just need to think over it.
Okay. You are able to complete?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Sahil. Sahil, not audible. Yes. Go ahead.
Problem solving can be enhanced by intelligence.
Okay. Okay. Dubey sahab says discussions solve problems. Okay. Shardul.
So I have not completed, sir, but I'll participate in the next.
Okay.
I have not completed, sir, but I'll participate in the next VET.
Okay. Subodh.
Yes, sir. Face problems in life bravely.
Say again.
Face problems in life bravely.
Okay. Sumit.
Yes, sir. Problem solving comes with experience.
Okay. Suraj.
Handling problem shows potential.
Okay. Tejas.
Consistency in effort solves many problems.
Okay. Vinayak. Vikas.
So problems are learning lesson in life.
Finding cause of problems gives solution.
1 second. 1 second. Vinayak, you repeat.
Finding cause of problem gives solution.
Okay. Much deeper. Vikas, you repeat.
So problems are learning lesson for life.
Is it correct grammatically?
No, sir.
It is not giving correct sense. Okay, Vikas.
Yes, sir.
फील अबाउट इट कि मुझे अपना क्लैरिटी ऑफ माइंड देना है. ओके. क्लैरिटी ऑफ माइंड. ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड कि आपको नहीं मिलेगा साइकोलॉजिस्ट. आपको ऐसा लिखना है कि सामने वाले को समझ में आना चाहिए. सो इट इज नॉट गिविंग करेक्ट मीनिंग. व्हाट डू यू मीन विकास? एक्सप्लेन.
Sir, I mean to say कि
Go
Sir, I
ahead.
mean to say like after learning from problem to solve, we get new experience. So it helps to grow.
So put it in simpler language, okay? That I got, but I wanted you to explain so that you feel how to put it across, okay?
Yes, sir.
Next, deceive. Deceive. We'll
Don't
start.
know meaning.
Sir, deceiving the enemy by proper planning.
Okay. Vinayak, you missed on meaning?
Yes, मुझे इसका meaning नहीं पता था. So I just wrote don't know meaning.
Okay. किसी को हम जब ब्लफ करते हैं या किसी को हम समझने नहीं देते हैं, they don't come to know what exactly we intended and we did it. What Vikas is highlighting about enemy, we deceived enemy. हमने उनको समझने तक नहीं दिया, है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tushar? Tejas?
So deceiving friends disturbs friendship.
Deceiving friends disturbs की बजाय और decisive और firm हो जाओ is not good for friendship. Okay. Have no space in friendship. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just show that kind of friendship का एक value system. Okay, Tejas?
Yes.
Suraj?
May I, sir?
हाँ.
Deceiving parents lost trust.
Again, deceiving parents is a sin. Be more bold on expressing your values. Sumit?
Sir, I was not aware of the meaning, sir.
Okay, no issue. Subodh?
Sir, I skipped it just because I don't know the meaning.
Shardul?
I also didn't know the meaning.
Sahil?
Deceiving enemy is a tactics of guerrilla warfare.
Okay. ओके फेयर इनफ बट फैक्चुअल्स या जो चीज़ें डेटा रिलेटेड या फैक्चुअल्स होती है उसको अवॉइड करना है अपनी ओरिजिनलिटी देना कोशिश करो रेणुका
So I misread the word as decisive.
ओके
I wrote sentence on that.
ओके प्रतीक प्रतीक
Yes, sir. Sir, I didn't know the meaning, so I missed it.
ओके ओम
India won every war decisively.
नो रॉन्ग व्हाट वाज द वर्ड
Decisive.
अच्छा
Sir,
यू
deceive.
डिसीव था ओके तो तुमने डिसाइसिव कर लिया निकिता
Yes, sir.
Enemy can be deceived with good strategy.
ओके मुस्कान यू जस्ट वांट टू ऑब्जर्व और पार्टिसिपेट
No, sir, I'm just observing.
How long we need to observe? Muskan? Okay, Kumar.
Sir, learning from deceiving situation adds to experience.
Why so much complication? Say again.
Learning from deceiving situation adds to experience.
बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेट हो गया है मेक इट सिंपल ओके कुमार मेक इट सिंपल नॉट बैड मीनिंग बट unnecessarily why to raise question about our clarity of thought okay Jay
Again, skip it, sir.
skipped okay Abhilasha
So I also don't know the meaning.
okay Jaswant are you participating two things to be learned here one is you did not know meaning some students could not answer because they did not know meaning and another is Renuka's mistake or even Om's mistake you took it as a different word imagine the impact आपको साइकोलॉजिस्ट कभी नहीं मिलेगा आपको समझाने के लिए you will not get an opportunity to tell your side and if that person assumes we have to think worst suppose decisive को he is understanding as deceive mistakes पे mistakes see the importance तो मेक योर वोकैबुलरी बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं 300-400 वर्ड्स में से एक हाथ छूट जाए कोई बात नहीं आउट ऑफ 60 बट इमेजिन आपके 3-4 छूट गए मान लो मीनिंग की वजह से it will not be good actually okay next word this is a learning suffer we'll start from top Abhilasha
Yes, sir. Suffering a lot, I achieve something.
suffering a lot okay no issue okay uh, Jaswant, you can write. Jay,
What suffers with situation?
your audio is not there, Jaswant. Yes, suffering makes us mentally tough. Straight, more clarity. Dubey saab. Okay. Uh, Jay,
Soldiers suffer many dangerous situations.
avoid this thing, factual. थोड़ा सा अपना बोलो. Okay, Kumar.
Keeping up solves suffering.
Keeping.
Keeping up solves suffering. I wanted to say
Okay.
keeping up with the problem.
Yes, yes, yes. Let me see what Jaswant.
Can
Yes,
please, I
yes.
have written one sentence.
वर्ल्ड सफर्स
Hello?
विद पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन. फैक्चुअल जो न्यूज में आ रहा है या दुनिया को पता है, स्लोगन्स, प्रोवर्ब्स या फिर सम अडेजेस टू बी अवॉइडेड. यस, अमृता, यू वांट टू स्पीक?
Yes, sir, I have written one sentence after understanding what to write in this. Under the suffering can be overcome with mental stability.
ओके, फेयर इनफ. निकिता.
Togetherness eases suffering.
ओके, फेयर इनफ. ओम.
End conflict to end all suffering.
से अगेन.
End conflict to end all suffering.
ओके, थोड़ा सा और क्लियर आना चाहिए, बट ठीक है. ओके, ओमकार.
Sir, suffering from illness is it's unnatural.
Not audible. Suffering from illness.
It's natural.
But what natural तो है, but if you can really handle that situation, थोड़ा सा वो दिखाओ. ये फोरम होता है, ये एक तरीका है. आप लोग अपने OLQs दिखाओ. आप डील कैसे करोगे ऐसे सिचुएशन को? प्रतीक.
Sir, suffering today will make tomorrow better.
Okay, fair enough. Renuka.
Suffering something wrong is also wrongdoing.
Okay, acceptable. Sahil.
In the way of success, suffering makes us strong.
Okay, fair enough. Shardul.
Suffering toughens the mind.
Okay, Subodh.
Suffering from stress can be mitigated by yoga.
Okay, yoga is a solution for it. Sumit.
Yes, sir.
Sir, sufferings are short, but outcomes are good.
Okay. Suraj.
Suffering gives lifetime learning and experiences.
Okay. Tejas.
So sufferings has an ending.
Sufferings
Has an ending.
Okay, one way of looking at it. Vikas.
Teams suffer less in achieving tasks.
Together as a teamwork. Teamwork reduces sufferings. Okay. Vikas, feel about clarity. Feel about it. Putting across a clear meaning. Okay. Vinayak.
Yes, sir.
Strong motivation and practice overcome suffering. Actually मुझे लिखना था strong motivation and regular focusing on goal overcome suffering.
Much
But
better.
उससे practice डाल दिया.
Okay. No issue. Next word. Faith. Vinayak.
Faith comes from practicing without result oriented. I mean result पे focus नहीं बस practice पे focus है. Doesn't matter. Result कुछ भी हो.
Okay. Vikas.
Sir, I couldn't complete. I was writing faith and believe in ourselves make. तो उसके आगे sir I couldn't complete.
Not good. अभी इतना experience है विकास. Why are you going back? Tejas.
So faith in hard work yields success.
Fair enough. Suraj,
Not completed.
Sumit.
Sir, a relationship is totally based on faith.
Okay, fair enough. Subodh.
Sir, have faith in oneself.
Okay. Shardul.
It connects the people deeper.
Okay, good. Sahil.
Faith on ourselves makes us successful.
Okay, good. Renuka.
Keeping faith in yourself solves much of problem.
Okay. दुबे साहब का भी faith strengthens relationship. Pratik.
The faith cannot be rebuilt once broken.
One way of looking at it, faith should not be broken. Can be one. Okay, Omkar.
Sir, believe on yourself, faith on you.
Have faith in yourself. Om.
Yes.
I have faith in my armed forces.
Om, why? How to connect with that? तुम अपने लेवल पे बोलो या फिर एज अ नेशन बोलना था?
हाँ, नेशन और गवर्नमेंट सर स्विच कर सकते हो. I have faith
keep it
in my.
simple. Keep it simple कि तुम फेथ के बारे में क्या? आर्म फोर्सेस में तो सबको फेथ है, गवर्नमेंट में फेथ है, लेकिन इसको सिंपल करो. तुम अपने रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में क्या फेथ को देखते हो? ठीक है, मेक इट सिंपल. Which is applicable to, like someone says कि faith strengthens the relationship. वो कहाँ लागू है? अपने लेवल पे लागू है ना. पेरेंट्स, सिस्टर, ब्रदर, एवरीवेयर इट इज लागू है ना. निकिता.
I have faith in my qualities, sir.
Yes, applicable. Good. Nikita.
Having faith in ourselves boost confidence.
Okay. Kumar.
Friendship is faith.
Okay. Jay. People have faith in God. Avoid it. अपने लेवल पे बोलो. इन जनरल लोगों के बारे में नहीं. अपने स्पेसिफिक तुम्हारा बोलो. ओके. जसवंत, अमृता, अभिलाषा.
So everyone has their faith in their some spiritual god.
No, make it little bit simple. अपने लेवल पे.
So like faith towards the respective guidance.
Okay. See, why you should relate to yourself. It will give more clarity and your own qualities are highlighted. That is the aim. So keep it simple at your level, at your family level, at your surrounding. How do you preach it or how do you follow faith? Okay. We'll go to next. Protect. Abhilasha.
A mother has a protective nature.
Okay. Related to family. Amruta.
सर तो शब्द ऐकल्यावर माझ्या मनामध्ये एक वाक्य आलं होतं. ते याच्याशी रिलेटेड नाहीये, पण सांगते की धर्म रक्षिती रक्षित.
No. Try and give simple and that too English recommended.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just one will put message. Jai. Kumar.
Sir, protection from different angles is important. I didn't write is important.
Okay. Protection from different angles. Parents have protective nature. Preparedness protects us everywhere. Okay. Kumar, make it simple. Generic avoid करना है हमें. Nikita.
Elder sibling always protect younger one.
ऑलवेज वर्ड नहीं, ऑलवेज वर्ड भी अवॉइड करो अभी.
Only protects.
हाँ,
Okay.
यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट सिंपल थिंग. ऑलवेज वगैरह से फिर वो अननेसेसरी बहुत एग्जैगरेट होता है. ओम.
I protect my values wisely.
ओके, आई वर्ड भी अवॉइड करोगे तब भी चलेगा. यू कैन से प्रोटेक्ट वैल्यू.
Protect your values wisely.
योर वैल्यूज है प्रोटेक्ट वैल्यूज, बस इतना भी मीनिंग आ जाएगा. ओमकार.
Yes, sir. Responsibility gives the power of protection.
Elaborate.
Sir, means any family responsibility, take one the leader of that family, give the power of that family to protect the family.
मेक इट मोर क्लियर. अभी खुद ही महसूस करो कितना क्लियर आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है. बहुत लंबा लिखने की कोशिश मत करो. प्रतीक.
So India's protection lies in everyone's efforts.
नहीं, बहुत जेनरिक हो गया, बहुत ऊपर लेवल पे चला गया. कीप इट सिंपल. रेणुका.
Our thoughts need to be protected from negative thinking.
Say again.
Our thoughts needs to be protected from negative thinking.
Fair enough. Sahil.
Knowledgeable person protect themselves from the deceive things.
From the
Deceive things. The second word.
Okay.
Deceive
Fair
things.
enough. Shardul.
Yeah.
Shardul. Okay. Subodh.
Sir, I wrote down as two sentences regarding that, sir. So I write first the simple sentence that is protect the environment, and then, sir, I amended it and write down as planting trees can protect the environment.
Okay. ठीक है. सुमित.
Yes, sir. Protect the things which is with us.
कैन बी स्पेसिफिक. क्या प्रोटेक्ट करना चाहते हो, क्या करना चाहिए. बी स्पेसिफिक. ओके. सूरज.
Yes, sir.
Don't protect bad colleagues.
Okay. Sumit, if you want to be specific, protect loved ones, है ना.
Yes, sir. It.
Okay. Suraj. Okay. Tejas.
So protecting climate is the need of hour.
Okay.
Sir, I write two sentences. Can I check? Protect parents in old age, in their old age.
Okay. Fair enough. Vikas.
Protecting Earth is our social responsibility.
Acceptable. Vinayak.
Sir, lost connection, so couldn't write. But right now I wrote it. Proper investment gives protection to family.
Okay. Investment. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fair enough. We'll go to now SRTs.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a problem regarding SRTs. Sir, while solving SRTs, we have to think specific regarding the situations. But I can't think so, sir. Means whenever I write a SRT, so I couldn't be able to think that much, sir. So I now also, sir, I write incomplete reactions of
कोई बात नहीं,
SRTs.
वो प्रैक्टिस से आ जाएगा. डोंट वरी. अभी
Yes,
we
sir.
will just listen one by one. First, due to heavy rains, the river was rising and he had to cross the river.
Inquire about boat service and use it to cross river.
Boat service. Be
Yes, sir.
specific. We'll use the boat service. Be specific. Okay.
Yes,
and cross the river.
Yes, sir.
But have you handled the problem?
No, sir.
River was rising. तो just question practicable solution है उस समय
Yes,
बोट
sir. We should
चलेगी.
alert. So first of all, alert है. लोग की कोई है कि सर्विस उनको भी अलर्ट दिया है कि नहीं कि जाना है कि नहीं जाना है.
You will find alternatives, but you should be specific. Okay, Vikas.
He wait for some time. As situations get normal, he continues his way and complete the journey.
Okay. Tejas.
So he found safer bridge and crossed the river.
Safer bridge. Okay. Suraj.
He will take another route and complete the journey.
Another route. Okay. Another route. Be specific. Find out.
Okay, sir.
From that location. Walk left or right. Be specific. Sumit.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, I read it wrongly, so I written. He will put the handbrake and get out of the car and will move towards the safe place.
अगेन सेम थिंग. वो साइकोलॉजिस्ट समझ नहीं पाएगा कि तुम्हारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्या थी या क्या तुम समझ पाए. कितना गलत मीनिंग चला जाएगा. ओके सुबोध.
Sir, he will wait at his friend's house for some time, and after the things get normal, he will continue. He will continue.
ओके एटलीस्ट स्पेसिफिक है. इट इज कमिंग आउट स्ट्रेट. ओके जस्ट अ सेकंड. ओके सो एटलीस्ट स्पेसिफिक है. दैट इज वेलकम थिंग. सुबोध. ओके शार्दुल. शार्दुल इज नॉट पार्टिसिपेटिंग. इज नेक्स्ट. साहिल.
Wait for normalized level of water, cross the river, reach the destination.
ओके स्पेसिफिक है.
In between, there is a comma, sir.
ओके रेणुका.
He waited for river flow to come down and afterwards cross it.
Okay,
Actually, I
Pratik.
didn't figure out crossing the river was by himself swimming or through a boat, so I had no idea.
Okay. How you will cross the river in general?
So via boat or any...
रिवर है, नाला नहीं है. कोई छोटा सा लो लेवल का ब्रिज होगा या कुछ होगा. Isn't it? Let's be practical about it.
Yes, sir.
तो when you are understanding situation, okay, पानी की लेवल बढ़ चुकी है, let it come down. If you are understanding this much, is okay. Pratik.
So he tried for some other route with a bridge and crossed the river and continued.
Okay, Omkar.
Sir, he wait for some time. After the lowering the level of water, he take a boat and go crosses the river.
Okay. Om.
Hurried up to the nearest bridge and crossed it.
Okay.
सर याच्यात एक दुसरा पण लिहिणार होतो की मी कमांडेड इज रेजिमेंट टू डिप्लॉय द रॅपिड ब्रिजेस टू अँड क्रॉस स्टेट, पण ते जरा मोठं झालं असतं.
नो इररिलेवेंट हो जाता वो. ठीक है.
यस सर.
Why are you assuming that you are in army position? ये तो फिर पूरे रेनी सीजन में हर जगह बटालियन लगाओगे फिर.
सॉरी.
ओके निकिता.
He took another road with help of GPS. While returning, inform other travelers also about the situation.
Say again, Nikita.
He took another road with help of GPS. While returning, inform other travelers about the situation.
Okay. Presence of mind. Okay. Who is next?
Sir Kumar. Waited for the rain to slow. Took help of boatmen, crossed it.
Okay. यू कैन बी स्पेसिफिक बोट यूज कर रहे हो या ब्रिज लेवल से नीचे पानी जाने दे रहे हो. इट इज अप टू यू, क्लैरिटी, and you have got liberty to assume how you are crossing actually. So you can use mode of transport also, whether you are driving down, walking, or it is uh, because nothing is given. So you can have your own assumptions and be specific. This can be okay. Kumar, what Dubey Sahab is saying, sir, yesterday we were solving. Or how long you were going back? Okay. सराउंडिंग अ पर्सन, यू पॉजिटिव होना मतलब ऐसा भी नहीं है कि ऑलवेज इवन अंडर रेट अ सिचुएशन. इफ द वर्ड इज गिविंग फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन दैट 10 people with a hockey stick surrounding a person, that means that person is not having hockey stick. So that is first impression. So let it on a face, take it as a threat, a situation where one person is under a threat. So then solve it. It is when we think positively, that doesn't mean that even a problematic situation is mellowed down. No, problem is there, you will solve it. We will solve it by helping that person who is supposed to get under threat. So you can give a distress call, you ring a police, and then before police arrives, you are helping the person. Something like that. That can be easiest reaction. You call other friends also because it is a mob. Okay. Who is next? Nikita के बाद कुमार. Anyone who wants to say on that situation?
Sir?
Abhilasha.
Yes, sir. So after waiting for a few minutes, he will find an alternative way, which is a safer option, like a roadway, with the help of the local people in that area.
You are also local. Find the alternative way is okay. But don't unnecessarily get confused कि हमें इतनी प्रॉब्लम्स है. प्रॉब्लम की लेवल बहुत बढ़ती है तो नर्वसनेस, लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस also highlights. Okay, Abhilasha?
Yes, sir.
You are also local. Okay. Dubey sahab, okay, acceptable. We'll go to next situation. He saw fire in a village. People were
So
panicking.
going to the next situation.
Yes.
If there's a situation like now and need to be reached on time, so what will he do? He find the alternate way, but we need to write a specific alternate way because it's a
Yes.
generalized way, na? Writing the alternate way or convincing others. It's a generalized statement.
हाँ, जब टाइम बाउंड होगा तब तो तुम्हें वो भी अर्जेंसी दिखानी पड़ेगी कि टू रीच इन टाइम. तो यू विल इवन टेक, सपोज इट इज सो क्रूशियल दैट लाइफ इज एट थ्रेट, जहां पहुंचना है, विच इज सो इसेंशियल, यू विल टेक रिस्क, इजंट इट? यू विल टेक रिस्क. टू दैट एक्सटेंट यू विल बी क्लैरिफाइंग योर सेल्फ डिपेंडिंग अपॉन सिचुएशन. यहाँ तो जनरल था, पानी की लेवल बढ़ रही है तो यू विल वेट, यू विल क्रॉस, यू विल फाइंड आउट अल्टरनेटिव. यही होता है एक्चुअली. क्या होता है, तुम लोग थोड़ी देर रुक जाते हो, बारिश आधे घंटा 1 घंटे में रुक जाती है. बी प्रैक्टिकल अबाउट इट. और जो ब्रिज वगैरह पे पानी जाता है तो गाड़ियां उसी के साथ बह जाती है. फिर इतने एक्सीडेंट्स हो रहे हैं ना, तो यू विल वेट. बट इफ specific situation is there, you have to reach within 10 minutes, then you will give a solution. कि रोप होती है ना, रोप टाई करके फिर बंदे जाते तो नहीं बहेगा कोई. ओके, you will give solution depending upon situation. यहाँ ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. देखा है कभी ऐसी सिचुएशन को कि जब कोई बंदा अंदर जा रहा है, अगर उसको रोप से दूसरे लोगों ने पकड़ के रखा है तो वो नहीं बहेगा, isn't it?
Yes.
तो वो तो डिपेंड करेगा. इफ द सिचुएशन इज गिवन लाइक दैट कि यू हैव टू cross immediately. If that is kind of situation, then you will use methodology कि कैसे immediately cross करोगे. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. He saw fire in a village. People were panicking. He. Abhilasha.
From next, na sir.
Yes. Second.
Yes, sir. He collect all the people at one separate place and also call to fire extinguisher and also collect the animals at one place.
Okay. Animals also assumed. Okay. क्योंकि फायर विलेज में गुड ओके
So
अमृता
may I?
यस
Yes, sir. He will climb people and manage to call fire brigade.
ओके वाई मैनेज वर्ड बी स्पेसिफिक कर देंगे एंड कंप्लीट
Yes,
अपने
sir.
लेवल पे भी क्या करोगे बोलो ओके जय कुमार
Raise alarm to be calm, appealed others for to team effort.
ओके addressed a point which was saying panicking लोग पैनिक हो रहे थे उसमें भी भगदड़ मच जाती है जान जा सकती है तो उस पैनिक को भी रिजॉल्व करना है फायर को भी रिजॉल्व करना है गुड ओके निकिता
Call fire brigade till that arrives, calm down people, cleared nearby area with help of villagers, put water and sand on fire.
ओके प्रतीक नहीं ओम
Immediately inform the fire services and rush to the nearest river with bucket.
फायर सर्विसेज विल कम लिटिल लेट विलेज में है पता नहीं कितना दूर है ना तो अपना एक्शन पे ज्यादा जोर देना है ओके ओमकार
Yes. Take a call and get nearby villagers with us, and after that, save the peoples who are in fire.
ओके प्रतीक
Sir, he starts throwing sand over the fire and checked if anyone is there as a victim in the fire.
लोग हैं सराउंडिंग में देन लोग पैनिक में है उसके लिए भी कुछ करना है ना पीपल आर पैनिक तो उसमें लीडरशिप दिखानी है कि उनके लिए क्या किया उनको थोड़ा सा कंट्रोल किया व्हाट अदर्स आर सेइंग सिचुएशन को पढ़ने के बाद उसी में प्रॉब्लम एरिया देखनी है इसमें दो प्रॉब्लम है एक आग लगी हुई है दूसरे लोग पैनिक में तो दोनों चीज को एड्रेस करना है आपके आंसर में ट्राई एंड फील अबाउट इट बी प्रेजेंट इन दैट सिचुएशन ऐसी आग लगी है सब भाग रहे हैं इधर उधर सबको एक भरोसा दिलाना है कि ये आग हम भी कुछ कर सकते हैं फोन भी कर सकते हैं सब हो जाएगा डोंट वरी हम अब नुकसान बचाएंगे नुकसान तो हो रहा है और नुकसान नहीं बढ़ाना है हमने इस सिचुएशन को वैसे भापना है ओके रेणुका
Yes, sir. Called fire brigade immediately. Asked people to come and help him rescue others. Give first aid and control fire till the fire brigade reaches.
ओके साहिल
Calm down the people, find the source, extinguish fire with people, ensure everyone is safe.
ओके शार्दुल सुबोध
Calm down the people and immediately swung into action with the help of the villagers and the youths.
और एक्शन स्विंग इनटू एक्शन में एक्चुअल क्या करोगे वो लिखना है ओके
Okay, sir.
एक्शनेबल पार्ट पे फोकस करो कि कर क्या रहे हम हर सिचुएशन में अपने एक्शंस पे ध्यान दो और उसको लिखो सूरज
Yes, sir.
Gather youth, control mob, spread water, and save the injured.
से अगेन
Gather youth, control mob, spread water, and save the injured.
ओके थोड़ा और डिटेल में लिखो कोशिश करो जितना टाइम परमिट करेगा तेजस
Okay.
Sir, he told people not to panic, ensured life safety, and called fire brigade.
ही टोल्ड नहीं ही कंट्रोल्ड पीपल थोड़ा और सिचुएशन की अर्जेंसी समझो
Yes, sir.
बहुत नॉर्मल लैंग्वेज में नहीं, कंट्रोल्ड पीपल, तो उससे वो ग्रेविटी आती है कि हाँ कुछ किया। टोल्ड वो थोड़ा सा एक पैसिव टाइप टोन नहीं आना चाहिए। विकास।
Sir, call 108 ambulance, evacuate the place, pacify the people, and with the help of people, they vanish the fire. Meanwhile,
he called 101.
sir, 108 ambulance plus fire brigade, and then evacuate the place and pacify the people, and then vanish the fire with the help of all.
वैनिश नहीं,
The
extinguished.
yes, sir.
ओके, वर्ड्स भी गलत मत कर देना। विनायक।
He will join the youth to save people and extinguish fire, meanwhile asking friend to call a fire brigade.
Call can be given by anybody. See, what is the crux? Focus on your actions and what are the actions warranted. अगर प्रॉब्लम समझ में आई तो एक्शंस भी समझ में आएगी कि क्या क्या करना है। ओके,
Sir, may I try?
यस।
Sir, he will take peoples and animals to a safer place and will try to stop the fire with other villagers.
ओके, यू कैन थिंक विलेज सिचुएशन। आजकल वाटर टैंकर्स होते हैं, वाटर अवेलेबिलिटी डिपेंड्स, लेकिन आप इमेजिन करो आजकल हर जगह वाटर टैंकर्स चल रहे हैं। कोई भी गांव हो, ऐसे कुछ स्टोरेज सिस्टम्स होती है, इवन दैट कैन बी अप्लाइड। ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट, थर्ड, when his close relations refuse to help him financially,
he will reach out to friend and other relative and return money after financially stable.
Reach out. Okay. Vikas.
He took help from friend, colleagues, and gave the money on time back.
Friends and colleagues. Okay. Tejas.
Sir, he went to other friends who could help him.
Who could क्यों? बिल्कुल फर्म रहो कि मुझे मिलेगी हेल्प और बी स्पेसिफिक।
Yes, sir.
Okay, Suraj.
He will seek help from friends and pay back them within a specific time period.
Okay, Sumit.
Sir, he will get help from other family members or friends.
And friends करो ना, और friends क्यों?
Yes, sir.
जेनरिक नहीं, बी स्पेसिफिक। यू कैन हाईलाइट क्योंकि ये मैं कर रहा हूं, कर दूंगा।
Yes, sir.
ये वाला फीलिंग लाओ, जो भी कर रहे हो उसमें लगना चाहिए कि ये अगर आज अगर ऐसी सिचुएशन है तो मैं कर रहा हूं, बस यही होगा। हर सिचुएशन में ऐसा फील करो। ओके, सुबोध।
Yes, sir. He will motivate them not to discourage and have practice and have belief in themselves, and they will definitely win.
नहीं, तुम अगले वाले पे चले गए। ये फाइनेंशियल वाला है, तीसरा।
Okay, sir. He will work part time to earn and fulfill his needs.
पार्ट टाइम अब इसमें इतना ऐप्ट नहीं है क्योंकि ये सिचुएशन है व्हेन हिज क्लोज रिलेशंस रिफ्यूज टू हेल्प हिम फाइनेंशियली। अब उसको जरूरत आज है, उसके लिए सोचो।
Yes, sir.
फाइनेंशियल नीड अभी है ऐसा मानो, तो उसको सीधा सीधा पढ़ो। ओके, शार्दुल।
So may I?
Wait, we'll go sequentially. Shardul is there? No. Sahil.
Ask the friend and promise them to return as soon as possible. And the second one is discuss the issue with them, solve it, get help, and promise to return. With the close one, I discuss the issue.
First one is better.
Okay.
Discussion वाला उसमें ऐड करो ना फिर। Discuss with close friends, उसमें करो। दूसरा वाला ज्यादा वेग हो जाएगा नहीं तो। ओके, रेणुका।
Try to take help from his friends by stating the problem and give back money afterwards.
ओके, फ्रेंड्स। सीपी साहब भी फ्रेंड्स पे ही बोल रहे हैं। प्रतीक।
Sir, ask to his friends and explain the situation, or if denied, then work and then earn some money.
नो, डिनाई क्यों होगा? तुम ऐसे फ्रेंड्स के पास ही जाओगे जब मिलेगा अभी. डोंट अज्यूम कि अब नहीं होगा. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
तुम्हारे रिलेशंस उतने ट्रस्टवर्दी होने चाहिए, मान के चलो. ये होगा तो वैसा करूंगा, फिर उसके बाद नहीं तो उधर चला जाऊंगा, ऐसे वाले आंसर्स नहीं आने हैं. ओमकार.
Yes, sir. Get the money from friend and give give to the financer.
Financer. Okay. Om.
He assured the relatives by adding up a small interest to their money.
ओके, वो देंगे फिर.
आता इंटरेस्ट मिळतोय ना सर त्यांना, देलच.
ओके. Not recommended really. Go to friends. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nikita.
We'll ask best friend for financial help. After some time, we'll return the money.
ये प्रैक्टिकली है ना, फ्रेंड्स के पास जाते हैं, सॉल्व होते हैं प्रॉब्लम्स. कुमार.
Took help of friends, got situations improved.
Why improved? Resolved. Kumar.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Resolved, not improved.
Yes.
Finished. Problem finished. छोटी छोटी चीजों में अभी फील करो कि हमें कितना कॉन्फिडेंस दिखाना है. Isn't it? Okay. Amruta.
He will seek help from buddies and bank.
Bank.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Personal loan then. Personal loan.
Yes.
ठीक है.
गारंटर भी लगता है ना, तो बडीज को गारंटर बना देंगे.
ठीक है. That is one way of looking at it. What was the M pocket? क्या जसवंत क्या बोलना चाहता है M pocket? Pocket. Again, bank kind of thing solution. Okay, Abhilasha.
Yes, sir. He will work hard for his money and also convince the financier for giving the money in terms of EMI. So it is not very practical example, but I wrote that.
चलो गुड. खुद ही फील हो रहा है कि हाउ मच प्रैक्टिकल इट इज. ओके गुड. शैल वी टेक नेक्स्ट टू?
सर दिमाग में और एक आ रहा है, मैं क्या ना है
बोलो.
कि he broke his FD and solved the problem, means whatever he had.
You may right, because some people have got that financial things in hand. It comes to your mind, that means you have that protection with you. Your mind, that means you have that protection with you. बट ऐसी सिचुएशन में ये है कि वो मांग रहा है लोगों से, इसका मतलब सारे उसके रिसोर्सेस खत्म है. ओके.
Okay.
लेट अस कीप इट सिंपल. जिसके पास अपनी एफडी है, उस एफडी को भी बचा रहा है और दूसरों से मांग रहा है, वो भी एक ठीक नहीं है. मांगना कब चाहिए एक अच्छे इंसान ने? जब खुद के पास कोई चारा नहीं है ना?
Yes, sir.
That stage will come when there is no other way at own level, isn't it? Ideally.
Yes, sir.
Look from that perspective. Okay. Fourth, as captain of the team, he found his players rather discouraged while playing a match.
Sir, should start by descending order or alphabetic?
Abhilasha.
Okay. He tell to his teammates about the sportsman spirit and encourage them by winning is only not only the one option. Sorry, option not. Winning is not only a one chance. Losing also teaches much more things.
Okay, you listen to others, then you will get clarified. Okay, Amruta.
He will talk to each one of them, listen to their problems, why they are disparate or depressed or discouraged, solve their problems, motivate them, and resolve every situation and carry on the practice.
As a leader, सब कुछ जज करने आना चाहिए why people are discouraged, so that initial part can be removed. Leader has to know what are the problems. Okay.
Yes.
Next is Kumar.
Sir, motivated them by reiterating their own achievements.
Get into action part. How exactly you will do? At least one thing you can highlight. Nikita.
In mid break, he will make them aware of previous achievements and tell them that we can do it, played the match and won the match.
Okay. Dubey साहब का भी something like that. Okay. Om.
Boosted their morale by making them feel superior than the opponents.
Okay. Good line. Feel superior than opponents. But for that, what exactly you will do? घुस जाओ ना उस सिचुएशन में. तो सिचुएशन में घुस जाओ. क्या ऐसा करोगे? वो लिखो. ओमकार.
Sir, motivate the team player and told him we have done very much practice, so we have to prove it now.
Okay. I will come back after everyone finishes. Okay, Pratik.
He motivated everyone by realizing them why they started. He cheered to everyone and asked everyone to leave the match.
Much better can be written. Okay, Renuka.
Push their confidence, ask to give their 100% regardless of the result. Actually, so I wanted to add one more sentence, but the time didn't permit it. It was like ask them to like it's not always about winning; it's about fighting.
Yes, fighting should be a priority, and we will win automatically. Okay, Sahil.
Asked the issue, energetic then by slogan, made strategy and won the match.
Okay, strategy, practice. Okay, Shardul. Subodh. Subodh ने तो दिया था पहले.
Yes. He will motivate them with high josh and tell them to have faith in their practice and guarantee them we will definitely win.
Sumit.
Sir, he will motivate them and assure them that they will give their 100%.
Okay, Suraj.
Yes, sir. He will motivate, cheer them, and assure them we'll do party after winning the match.
Okay, party. Okay, Tejas.
So he moraled them up, said to focus on their strengths and continued the match.
Vikas.
He took a small briefing, motivate them, discussed the plan, and played well.
Okay. Vinayak.
He will conduct the team meeting, analyze the problem, resolve them, and motivate them.
ओके. ऐसी सिचुएशन में क्या होता है जब टीम का कॉन्फिडेंस लो है तो इट इज रीऑर्गेनाइजिंग, कमिंग टुगेदर, boosting their confidence, telling them little bit old story or getting into more practice, making strategy, और उसके बाद भरोसा दिलाना, to remind themselves कि we are much capable, we'll fight, forget about winning or losing, but our fight should be as per our capability. We cannot be surrendering. So something like that should come out as a meaning when you write 2-3 sentences. Okay, we will reorganize, we'll reassure, we'll rebuild our confidence. As a leader, you will go for better strategy, confidence, practice. Okay, you will do it exactly. तो वो वाला एंगल आपके इसमें आना चाहिए कि एग्जैक्टली आप कर क्या रहे हो. आपने मोरल बूस्ट कर दिया, ये कर दिया, लेकिन कैसे? You reorganized, told them about past glory, reassured we can do this. This is within our reach. Okay, so it is just re-energizing, practicing more, focusing more, and strategy, finding opponents weak areas, something like that. Okay, actionable part पे थोड़ा focus करो. Even 1 or 2 points भी आ गए actionable, fair enough. While going on a mountaineering trip, he found one member of his team was injured and some had got tired because of the longer route taken by the team.
He will check the injury, meanwhile asking team to take rest till the injured person recover. All team will after recover, all team will continue with singing.
इसमें 2-3 इशू है. Tired, injured. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We need to say in totality. One member injured है, some has got tired, longer route है, तो थोड़ा मोटिवेशन मोराल की भी बात है इसमें.
Yes, sir. So actually, I thought singing word will be sufficient, but okay, sir.
Okay. Vikas.
First, he gave the first aid. Meanwhile, he gave a small break and had some drink and food. And later on, they started towards moving towards the approach and finish the trek.
Okay, a small break, recoup and refreshment. Okay, Tejas.
Sir, he provided first aid to the injured, helped the person in trekking, took a halt and restarted expedition.
Okay. फर्स्ट एड कैसे आ रहा है? बिकॉज यू आर इन दैट सिचुएशन. ऐसे समय पे फर्स्ट एड का किट होता ही होता है, तो इट इज नेचुरली कमिंग. ओके, सूरज.
Okay, sir. He will cheer them, take the name of warriors, tell story of brave hearts, pump the josh in them, and complete the expedition.
ओके, इंजर्ड को क्या किया फिर? इंजर्ड का भी एक्सेस वो करना है. सुमित.
Okay, sir.
Sir, first he will give first aid to the injured, and then they will form tents to take rest, and afterward they continue their journey.
ओके. टायर्डनेस कभी कभी मेंटल भी होती है, याद रखना. तो एक वो पंपिंग अप चाहिए. सुबोध, लॉन्ग रूट है.
Give first aid to the injured, and then after boost their morale that we have to achieve our target, and having some little break, they continue their trek.
Okay, Shardul. Sahil.
Give him first, take rest, found a short route, continue the trek, reach the destination safely.
शॉर्ट रूट में बदलाव नहीं आएगा प्रैक्टिकली स्पीकिंग, क्योंकि होता तो पहले ही लेते फिर, है ना. भी प्रैक्टिकल. वहां जाके नया रूट पता चलेगा तो बात और है, बट ऐसे जनरली होता नहीं है. बिकॉज वो थक गए इसलिए शॉर्ट रूट मिलेगा, ऐसी पॉसिबिलिटी कैसे हो सकती है? शॉर्ट रूट फिर टफ भी होगा, एक्सीडेंट और होंगे और इंजरी होगी. बी वेरी प्रैक्टिकल. रेणुका.
He will take a halt for that time, give first aid and no energy requirements to others, and start again with full energy.
Okay. Pratik.
Sir, he gave first aid to the injured one, took some rest, and continue again by boosting their morale.
Boosting is required, yes. Omkar.
Sir, he take a break of 5 minutes. Again, first aid to the injured one, and then he told friends the adventure of the mountain trip. After that, and go with the team.
Remind them कितना ambitious, कितना adventurous route पे हम आए हैं. Take the pride. Okay. Rejuvenate their pride feelings. Om.
Quickly assembled a campsite to plan further small route out.
फ्रेश करोगे क्या कुछ? ओम.
हाँ सर.
वहां से नया कुछ फ्रेश करोगे?
हाँ, स्मॉल रूट आउट मीन्स रुक के जरा प्लान करेंगे इजीएस्ट वे क्या है बात.
प्लान तो हैंड में है, एक ब्रेक चाहिए बस. ओके. एंड मोरल बूस्टिंग. निकिता.
Will give first aid to the injured one, asked a tired person and everyone to rest till the time, and will give them water and refreshments, and also again tell them about the beauty of the destination. Will continue the trip.
ओके. सीपी साहब ने भी मैसेज डाला है. ओके, एक्सेप्टेबल. कुमार.
Took short break, Helped injured with first aid and energy drink, boosted confidence of all.
Okay. Amruta?
Yes, sir. He will give 5 minute rest and little snacks time to whole team. An injured one will be treated in this 5 minutes. Then they will continue their trek looking at the beauty of nature.
Okay. Abhilasha?
So they will take a rest and help the injured one, take him a first aid, and the rest one will build up their confidence. The team, the team members will do that, and they will reach to some destination after some time.
ये सम वर्ड क्यों आ रहा है? डेस्टिनेशन तो क्लियर है. वेग नहीं, बी स्पेसिफिक. और इतना लंबा नहीं लिख पाओगे. फील अबाउट इट. आप लोग अभी जैसे हम इस पे जाएंगे. टीएटी किसने किसने किया? लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड देयर फीलिंग्स.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, yes, Subodh.
Sir, in that situation, the injury is not mentioned that it is minor or major. So suppose if we assume the injury as major, so we could write down the situation like we will call for the help. Until the help comes, we will wait for the help to get the injured
No, no,
evacuated from the situation.
no.
So it
Be
is permissible
practical.
or not, sir?
बी प्रैक्टिकल. एडवेंचर का है, थोड़ा मोड़ा इंजरी तो चलता है. तो टेक द बेनिफिट ऑफ डाउट इन योर फेवर कि मिशन आगे चलेगा, रूट पूरा होगा. इंजरी मतलब वो इंजरी सीवियर इंजरी वर्ड होता है या प्रोफ्यूजली ब्लीडिंग और समथिंग लाइक दैट वर्ड है. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. हेड इंजरी भी नहीं है. इंजरी है बस. वो तो इंजरी छोटी मोटी तो होगी माउंटेनियरिंग में. ओके, टेक इट
Yes,
लाइटली.
sir. Yes, sir.
सिंपल, स्पोर्टिंगली.
Yes, sir.
So I have a doubt about the SRT number 2,
Yes.
the village fire.
Hmm.
So in that I didn't mention about the fire and extinguisher just because of it's a village area and practically it's not possible to reach on time by the extinguisher. And again, I didn't make first aid to the injured one because my that there is one is injured.
इंजर्ड वगैरह तो
Is it okay?
सी, एक तो फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर, फायर ब्रिगेड को अज्यूम करोगे कि पता नहीं कब पहुंचेगा, वो गलत स्ट्रेटेजी है. यू नेवर नो फायर कितना फैलेगा. वो भले ही 1 घंटे बाद आए, क्या पता उसकी जरूरत पड़ जाए. आधे घंटे बाद सोचोगे कि अरे जरूरत पड़ेगी. लेट भी आए लेकिन ये तो आग पूरी गांव को जला देगी. ऐसी सिचुएशन पे मत पहुंचो. बहुत जगह पे फायर बुझ जाती है लेकिन फिर भी फायर ब्रिगेड आएगा तो और क्या करेगा. एक अपनी तरफ से सिचुएशन को देखेगा. दे आर मोर एक्सपर्ट ऑन दिस, इजंट इट. तो एक तो फायर ब्रिगेड को बुलाना ही बुलाना है. सेकंड, अबाउट इंजरी नहीं दी है. स्टिल इफ यू आर गिविंग एडिशनल पॉइंट, सी इफ देयर इज एनी इंजरी, ट्रैप्ड समवन इनसाइड फायर. तो वो वाला इट इज योर विजडम हाउ यू हैंडल दैट
Yeah,
सिचुएशन.
lastly I mentioned that ensure everyone is safe. Like
Yes, ठीक है ना. That is what is practical aspects is. We need to ensure everyone is safe,
okay.
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me now quickly come to
I had
TAT.
one doubt.
Yes, Renuka.
Yeah, so it is out of the questions we tried today in SRT. So it is one of the, if some of the question comes like if someone is traveling on a scooter or a bicycle and he's asked on a gunpoint to demanded his purse. So so if in practical situation, if someone is gunpointing us and asking us for money and no one's around, then obviously we'll give the purse because life is at threat. But sir, how to write down it, because it will show that we are like coward. Like we are giving away the money.
See, different situations can be there. If you are two, सामने वो अकेला है या दो है. If it is 2 versus 2, then you can fight. गन है तो क्या हो गया. थोड़ा सा बोल्ड करेजियस रहोगे तो वो फायर करने की हिम्मत उसमें है नहीं है. अज्यूम करो ना, नहीं है उसमें, वो जस्ट दिखा रहा है, भाग जाएगा वो. हाँ, इफ इट इज यू आर विथ योर सिस्टर या फिर मदर, ऐसी सिचुएशन को भी पेंट करते हैं. उस समय इट इज नॉट अबाउट मनी नाउ. इट इज समथिंग विच कैन बी मोर डेंजरस इफ यू फाइट बैक एंड यू फेल. तो उस सिचुएशन को अलग पढ़ना है. तो सिचुएशन टू सिचुएशन कि बिकॉज एक एसआरटी ये भी होती है कि स्पेशली बॉय पर्सपेक्टिव है उसमें कि यू आर विथ योर सिस्टर एंड यू आर अलोन ऑन दैट अबेंडन स्ट्रीट एंड देयर इट हैपेंस. तो यू विल हैंड ओवर, बट फॉलो अप एक्शन बहुत जरूरी है इसमें. You will trace them. How you trace them? Report to police, remember their faces, immediately give description, try and figure out which direction they gave, they ran away. Something like that. You are concerned. I will not leave these criminals. Okay? That concern has to come out.
Yes.
And if there is any possibility
Yes,
of
sir.
positive thing you can fight, to fight. Okay?
Yes, sir. Got it.
कॉवर्डिस नहीं होगा जब आप उसको यू बुक देम एंड ट्राई देम fixing by going to police immediately and getting them caught. Okay?
Yes, sir.
काफी सिचुएशन में आप दो लोग होते हैं, यू आर विथ योर फ्रेंड एंड फिर सामने वाला चाकू दिखा रहा है या गन दिखा रहा है. 2 versus 2, you can easily fight. Doesn't matter.
Sir, in that situation where two seniors are giving conflicting orders, what should be practical approach?
Okay, conflicting orders. If it is a situation like that, ki, okay, your senior is saying something and another senior is saying something, you will open up to the senior that I received 2 orders and get the further directions from that senior. Okay, but इसमें भी एक variety of situation होती है. We will see any specific situation.
No, sir. Maybe giving orders to do some job work. Maybe in that.
Conflicting orders may you should have courage of conviction and speaking up to your senior instead of not doing any action. Okay. When you
Sir, I have one.
Yes. Yes.
Sir, he goes to a park. He saw a man drowning. He don't know how to swim.
Okay. So he will at least raise alarm, throw something.
सर पण याच्यात ही कुठला आहे? तो डुबणारा ही आहे का तो थर्ड पर्सन ही आहे? हे कसं कळणार?
Say again your situation.
He goes to a park. He sees a man drowning. He don't know how to swim.
अभी दिमाग लगाओ प्रैक्टिकली. He saw the man drowning. अब एक्शन तो ड्राउनिंग वाला नहीं करेगा, जो देख रहा है वही कर रहा है ना. पार्क में कौन गया? ही.
हाँ.
तो थोड़ा सिंपल स्ट्रेट उसको पढ़ते जाओ. He went to park. He saw drowning. एक्शन भी उसी से ली जाएगी ना.
हो सर, पण he doesn't know swimming, that's why he could be drowning, असं पण असू शकतं ना.
वो जो ही है ना, अभी यही है. ज्यादा कंफ्यूजन रखोगे माइंड में तो यू विल बी फर्दर कंफ्यूज्ड. अगर उसको स्विमिंग आती तो कूद नहीं जाता वो बचाने के लिए. अब आपको सिचुएशन थोड़ी टफ कर दी है. ही डजंट नो स्विमिंग, इसलिए वो कूद नहीं रहा है. अब क्या करेगा? ठीक है.
हाँ सर.
ओके, सिंपल पढ़ो उसको. एक वो आपके रूटीन एग्जाम से अलग है ये. सिंपल रखो इसको. कंफ्लिक्टिंग ऑर्डर्स में कुमार, it is many times the situation is there, you finish the work first and then report कि मुझे ऐसा भी बोल रहा है वैसे भी बोल रहा है, something like that, so that it is not occurring again. He went in Nagaland and meet Nagas. What is the exact situation? And meet with Nagas. अब नागा मिलिटेंट्स अगर स्पेसिफिक है तब तो you have to see differently. If it is normal Nagas, all Nagas are not militant ना विनायक.
Yes sir. Yes sir. इतनी सिचुएशन दिया था सर.
ऐसी सिचुएशन है तो Nagas I will befriend them.
Yes, if the situation was like while he was in a jungle in Nagaland, he saw 6 Nagas with lathis rushing to him,
then your life is in danger. You will prove your identity, you are not harming them, and will try and understand what was their objective. Okay. तो
Yes, sir.
अगर
Yes, sir.
सिंपल है तो सिचुएशन को कॉम्प्लिकेट मत करिए. अगर आपकी लाइफ डेंजर में, देन यू ट्राई एंड सेव योर लाइफ एंड देन रिपोर्ट ऑल्सो. report Reporting it, you saw such and such people, nearest police, nearest army unit or something like that, can be a follow up action. Okay, we are already 2 hours plus 15 minutes. I wanted to listen to narration about TAT, but let me know how many of you will be giving, then we will decide. All are there?
Sir,
I
Kumar
want
attempted.
narration. Pardon?
Sir, Kumar attempted.
Okay, Kumar is there. Narration के लिए कौन कौन है अभी? Vinayak?
So I was not able to attempt it because it was showing 404 error. I tried thrice yesterday, but it was
Okay.
showing the same.
Okay, you have to enter. You can ask others from where you have to enter. From the test menu, you have to enter.
Yes, actually it worked
Okay, no
last
issue.
time. Yes.
Okay, Vinayak, Tejas, and Kumar. We will quickly, another 10 minutes. We will finish. I will bring the picture. Just a moment. And narration. Quick narration, both the pictures. Already we spoke. You are able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just give narration now, Vinayak.
Yes, sir. So in the seventh picture, Pankaj was preparing for civil services and wanted to become an IAS officer. He has cleared the prelims and mains and was preparing for interview. He went through the all details of his draft and made a self question on it. Further, he saw videos from YouTube and other online sources, other aspirants and officers about their interview and their suggestion, analyzed and how they performed. He took help from mock interviews from his friends and improved based on their feedback. Further, he recorded his own mock interviews and analyzed what are the mistakes and negative effects and positive and noted down. Further, once he's confident, he went for a paid interview and gave his final mock. And based on the feedback, he performed during the main interview. He performed well and got satisfactory and got selected, and he was happy.
Why you added the point of paid interview or something?
So, because professional, I mean, those are professional, those who are already working, or I mean, from the field itself. So,
No, that point will not give good impression. Real जो होते हैं ना, they fight on their own. Preparation, how, yes, professional approach is there. Word use मत करो वैसे. He took the guidance and mentorship वगैरह, वो ठीक है.
yes, sir.
Okay, you covered it, preparation and logically. Relevant theme, okay, acceptable. Tejas.
Yes, sir. So Mahesh was a young agriculture graduate. He was preparing for National Fertilizers Limited examination for the post of junior chemical analyst from his third year. As a result, he successfully cleared his examination in the very first attempt after graduation, and it was the time for interview. For the interview, he approached his college professor. To them, he got familiar with the interview pattern and also then contacted his seniors who earlier cleared the same. He also noted all the important questions and also improved on his areas of weaknesses. Then later appeared with a calm and composed mind in the interview and successfully cleared.
Okay, I'll come back on this. ठीक है, relevant theme. Kumar.
Yes, I perceive Rakesh is a CSE student who has just graduated with first division. He got a call letter from SSB, and he previously also attempted, and but he was not recommended that time. So he introspected various things from the previous interview, took guidance from the mentors and the friends. Later, followed a routine, gained knowledge, and appeared in the next SSB with a great confidence. The result was he was recommended from the army board.
Okay. Now let me explain something. इनवेरिबली बहुत लोग ये मिस्टेक करते हैं कि यू फोकस ऑन व्हाट, यू फोकस ऑन दिस स्टूडेंट। ये एक इंटरव्यू में बैठा है, यू आर एबल टू सी रेड line I have drawn?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your story revolves around him. Yes, okay. But in a picture, you have got a panel. Why can't we incorporate this panel's little bit angle? Yes, it is an interview. We really easily identifying it. But why can't we give some importance कि ये panel है, different variety of questions were asked, he handled it well, there was presumably one psychologist was there in that panel, he also asked his psychological point of view questions and he answered them very well. Why can't we cover entire picture? This is a clue for entire TAT. Whenever you choose a lead character, don't neglect the surrounding, whether it is passive things or human element. Try and take them on board to cover in your story as far as possible. Take it as a thumb rule. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Make it a thumb rule that
Yes,
you will take them on board in your story. They are also there in your picture visible. You saw them, but have you incorporated them just by passing reference ki okay, he appeared in interview and he passed it successfully doesn't do justice to the panel. There are 4 people sitting here in picture. We are easily able to see it. So at least 1 or 2 lines on them to the factor that you want to prove your lead character, how well he has handled from different angle questions from different panelists. At least mention them. Okay, next. Vinayak. Vinayak? Tejas?
Yes, Vinayak.
One second. Suraj purchased a new hotel and wanted to flourish in that business by providing high-end facility to the people. He made the cost facilities in such a way that he tracked both higher and middle class financial customers and remained affordable to them. He made the changes to the designs and services as well as cost-effective instruments like solar panels, solar water heater, centralized condition, and smart bulbs, and which reduce the expenses and operational expenditure. So इतने लिख पाए.
Vinayak, I hope you gave correct picture story.
Yes.
9.
9th.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Okay, Tejas.
Yes, sir. So Hemant was a businessman. He was the largest dealer of Samsung, Sony, and other branded electricals of Nagpur city. And many local shop owners used to buy the items from him. One day he got to know that local shop owners had started purchasing the electric products from the other dealer, and because of that he was worried and his sales was keeping on decreasing. By knowing, he dialed every small shop owners who was earlier purchasing from him and fixed a meeting in a hotel. And then later on he promised that he will be selling at a uh, lesser price, and also he ensured that he will be providing free transportation. By that, all these approaches he secured a deal.
Okay. Kumar.
Sorry, sir, but I could not write this. I totally missed it.
Okay. Vinayak and Tejas, have you covered 3 characters? 3 characters.
Two covered, but the front one was something I was not getting. Who is
yes. That? Okay. And vehicle? He traveled by vehicle. Omni type vehicle hai. कैन वी बी स्पेसिफिक अगर इतना इजीली आइडेंटिफाइबल है? Incorporate anything you saw, observed, incorporate in your story, develop that habit कि मुझे जो दिखा मैंने सारा कुछ इंक्लूड किया. बी प्रैक्टिकल. अब ये क्या लगा तुम्हें तेजस? ये
like a statue kept in front of hotel something.
ठीक है ना, जो लगा वो करो ना, उसको यूज. निग्लेक्ट कैसे करोगे? हाउ कैन यू निग्लेक्ट? देखो, स्टोरी रिलेटेबल तभी बनेगी जब आप उसके जो जो चीजें दिखी उसको ऑन बोर्ड लोगे. नहीं यूज करोगे तो स्टोरी इररिलेवेंट बनेगी. फिर इस पिक्चर के बजाय और भी कोई पिक्चर दिखा देते तब भी तुम्हारी स्टोरी सूट कर जाएगी. फिर इस पिक्चर को सूट करेगी ऐसा कब मानेंगे हम? जब आप इसमें से कुछ चीजें उठाओगे. देखो ये बंदा, आपको मेरा कर्सर दिख रहा है?
Yes sir.
ओके. ये बंदा सैल्यूट कर रहा है, वेलकम कर रहा है, और ये बंदा बिजनेसमैन या जो भी तुम्हें दिखाना है दिखाओ. ही इज बीइंग वेलकम्ड इनटू द, डेफिनेटली ये होटल है या जो भी है या शॉप है एक अच्छे लेवल का, ज्वेलरी शॉप और वेरी वेरी रेप्यूटेड शॉप जहाँ पे इस तरह का बंदा बाहर खड़ा है. एंड वॉट एवर वे यू वॉन्ट टू पोर्ट्रे स्टोरी, बिजनेस एंगल से या ऑफिशियल एंगल से या कोई ऑडिट एंगल से, बट कैरेक्टर सारे इनकॉर्पोरेट करो तभी रिलेवेंट लगेगी स्टोरी. थंब रूल्स. पिक्चर देखी, उस पिक्चर में कितने कैरेक्टर्स है, उसमें से लीड कैरेक्टर कौन सा है, सपोर्टिंग में जो भी लोग हैं उनको वो क्यों है वहां पे. एटलीस्ट ट्राई एंड थिंक एंड एड्रेस दैट इशू. एक आध गाड़ी है, गन है या कोई एनिमल है, ट्राई एंड इनकॉर्पोरेट देम आल्सो एंड देन इट विल साउंड मोर रिलेवेंट. फिर आ जाओ एक्शनेबल पार्ट. आपके लीड कैरेक्टर ने ऐसा क्या किया उस पिक्चर में, ऐसी कोई समस्या थी या थीम थी, उसमें एक्शनेबल उसने क्या किया? बिजनेस डेवलप किया, व्हाट आर द क्वालिटीज ही यूज्ड, और कोई रिएक्शन है किसी सिचुएशन को, तो उसका एक्शनेबल पार्ट इज डेफिनेटली अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. बट फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट यूटिलाइज ऑल रिसोर्सेस सीन इन दैट पिक्चर. इसमें मुझे सीधा 3 कैरेक्टर, 1 में भी आर्टिफिशियल, 3, और एक गाड़ी, और एक शॉप वाला एरिया, ऑफिस वाला एरिया, होटल वाला एरिया, वॉट एवर मेरा परसेप्शन है मैं उसको फिर उस हिसाब से लेके जाऊंगा स्टोरी को आगे. और फिर एंड तक जब मैंने स्टोरी बनाई तो मेरे लीड कैरेक्टर ने क्या क्या एक्शंस किए, हाउ, बेस्ड ऑन थीम. एक्सीडेंट स्टोरी है तो एक्शन उस तरह के होंगे, बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट है उस तरह का होगा. फिर वो एक्शनेबल पार्ट आ गया, प्लानिंग एंड ऑर्गेनाइजिंग आ गई. तो ये है, मेक इट सिंपल. बट सारा कुछ आप नहीं तो फिर किसी और पिक्चर को भी सूट कर जाएगी आपकी स्टोरी इफ इट इज नॉट रिलेटेबल. इजंट इट? गेटिंग माय पॉइंट एवरीवन?
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
यस्टरडे लाइक विकास से मेरा इंटरेक्शन हो रहा था, तो यही चीज है. इफ यू आर इररिलेवेंट, जैसे विकास के आज के कुछ वर्ड्स में इररिलेवेंट, सामने मीनिंग नहीं आएगा तो क्या फायदा? फिर तो आप कुछ भी लिखने थोड़ी जा रहे हो वहां पे. यू आर गोइंग विद अ पर्पस. आपको पिक्चर दिखाई गई है, उसका कुछ मकसद है. आपको क्या, आपकी ऑब्जर्वेशन पावर पे क्वेश्चन आ जाएगा. फिर तो आपकी ऑब्जर्वेशन पावर पे क्वेश्चन मत आने दो. आप साइकोलॉजिस्ट को कभी नहीं मिलोगे, ये मैं बार बार बोल रहा हूँ. आपका साइकोलॉजिस्ट आपके जो रिटर्न पार्ट है उसी में से आपकी ऑब्जर्वेशन पावर चेक कर रहा है. तो गेट ऑन बोर्ड एवरीथिंग यू सॉ इन अ सिस्टमेटिक वे. ट्राई एंड डू इट. आपकी 12 स्टोरी में से एक तो ब्लैंक है, 11 में से 1-2 पे छूट जाएगा, कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन वो आदत ऐसी नहीं होनी चाहिए कि आपका कहीं पे भी पूरा पिक्चर आ ही नहीं रहा है. दैट शुड नॉट हैपन. मेक अ थीम. थीम में एक्शनेबल पार्ट कि ओके क्या क्या कैसे कैसे किया, एंड बी प्रैक्टिकल, रिलेवेंट टू योर पिक्चर सीन. हवा में मत बातें करो, आईएएस आईपीएस बना के ब्रिज बना दिया, शहर सुधार दिया, देश को जिता दिया, ऐसे टाइप नहीं. जितना दिख रहा है उसी से रिलेवेंट रहिए. Don't make hypothetical stories. Make relevant to the point stories. Where a leader is acting, a leader is doing something. It can be as simple as that कि cleaning हुआ उस एरिया में. It can be as simple as that business grow हुआ. but how it was grown is more important. How that cleaning was done is more important. उसमें कुछ क्लूज है तो उसको यूज करो. कहीं झाड़ू नजर आ रहा है, कहीं पे ट्रैक्टर नजर आ रहा है, कहीं पे एक और भी रिसोर्सेज नजर आ रहे हैं. Utilize those resources in your theme. Okay, we will try and close here. Getting my point? TAT is very important. I am telling you. उसमें आपको बहुत मौका है अपनी क्वालिटीज दिखाने का, अपनी ऑब्जर्वेशन पावर दिखाने का, अपना एक कैरेक्टर दिखाने का. Very innovative you can. Okay, and you can do it. Don't worry, you can do it. Just ये थोड़ा
Sir?
सा align करो. Yes.
Sir, can you show all the pictures quickly one by one?
I had to bring it. Just a moment. Or we can discuss your solutions then. आपके जब मेरे को भेजो. Because
also I wanted to report you there was maybe some glitch. Was it only with me or most of us in the website?
Okay.
Like could only see half of the picture one time, and a couple of times the picture was not displayed, so I moved the cursor down. It was then coming.
Okay, Tejas and Vinayak and तुम्हारा कोई feedback?
नो सर, आई मीन
No,
मैं
sir.
एक ही प्रोसीजर फॉलो करता हूँ, तो मुझे कोई ऐसा इशू नहीं है.
Okay,
बट
internet
हाँ, मेरी मिस्टेक से पिक्चर मिस हो जाती है.
Sir, that 404 page not found occurs sometimes, sir. But you have to access from some other source.
Yeah,
Test.
that's a different thing.
That is a test menu from where you go, and Kumar is facing problem. वो I think picture size का है. Okay, Kumar.
Yes.
You have to scroll
So,
down to see a complete
वो
picture.
एक्चुअली उसको ना सर, अपना जो ब्राउजर है उसको जूम आउट कर दूंगे तो रिजॉल्व हो जाएगा.
हाँ, zoom out कर लो. Okay, I think we should sum it up, and Tejas, we will discuss. You can send your solution if there is any abnormal thing. But I feel you got the biggest lesson today. Get everybody on board. जितना दिख रहा है वो ऐसे कैसे लीड कैरेक्टर पे ही घूम रहे हो बस. ठीक है? Got the point?
Yes,
sir.
Okay. We will end here. Keep studying. You can easily pass exam. Not to worry. Just focus. Focus on key guide points which are told, which you know also. Don't miss on those factors. Okay. Have a good day. Take care of your health. Bye. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind.